My name is Olani Adebayo. I'm the current chairman of Ayetoro Community Development Association here in Idimo. This community has been in existence for so many years, but the major challenges that we have is lack of development. As could be seen when we are passing through, the major road that links the whole community, which is Ademoye Street, is bad, it's not passable. For a very long time now, we've been trying, making efforts to see that this road is started. It's a major road that links Ikotun Yanapada Road to Liasu Road. And if it is started, it will bring a major relief to commuters and transporters that are going to Ikotun. They can make it a link road, and that will majorly relieve the hold-up that usually occur at the council bus stop and Ilewe. So we are calling on the government to come to our aid to ensure that this road is started as soon as possible without further delay. Ayetoro community is a very big community. We have over 20 adjoining streets within the community, and presently there's no any health center, no any public school. But we thank God that through our link with ICCDA, the association, where we hold meetings on monthly basis, the association, the ICCDA, has been trying to see that all CDAs within the community are progressing, that infrastructures are being put in place, and that's why we are putting this Ademoye road into focus, so that as soon as possible, if it is started, it will bring a lot of benefits into the community.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cat don't food without you. Cat don't get food.
Mo te rò pé tí ìyá yẹpẹ̀. Mo rò pé ní kó gbé ìwà.
Yeah, we did.
That people that they want to thank you, that chairman of that place, serious. I might say, I got this people that destroying the church, and then putting on that thing. Like the place I did on the same website, that is just for 3 views. So
Before now. Not anything here. All the job is yesterday job and today now.
What I'm saying is that you started that one stage now. Just okay. It goes left and right. So let me come. not pick that transformer. They may be the one that put that transformer there. You know, they've not spoken about it. Okay, now I reach that side.
Remove your hand there, leave there. Yeah.
Now that our road was not good enough. When the road was good, No, they didn't. Remove it.
It's like this signboard now. This place like a landmark now. very close. It's not at all.
See, I'm telling you, I am proud. Sam, explain things to them. Explain things to them, let it just go and pass, Joe. No, he was claiming that he was.
He says it's the only Jimu. Does it look like somebody that has a bicycle? Your money, I say identify yourself. So in the con they look my leg, you can say saying you need to work on, you want to see everybody. Okay. This paradise street is long. He said he would do his interview somewhere around there.
Yep. You better follow me. Oh. Those are fresh people, they there well. Now go, they go. So I want to smile. So that you won't feel bad. I beg.
So just...
No, we don't need to go there. I will snap. It's on video.
Do this side, you do that side.
I should go where now?
You have picked this side.
Yes, sir.
You have picked this place.
Yes.
You have picked this place.
Yes.
You have picked the house with the banner.
No, I have to walk in a bit.
So you get to this place. This place where they are. Oh yeah.
My names are Pastor Adebola Adeyemo. I am a member of this Ayetoro community. This is where I reside as one of the leaders of this community. You know, this is where I reside, and you can see for yourself our community. This is why we are doing everything possible to develop this community, and that makes us to be part of why we are part of the ICCDA itself, because of the developmental process we think is needed in this community. I think this community is supposed to be a community that links other communities if the road networks are well taken care of, that will ease even hold up in all these areas if this road I am standing on now is even put into shape, right? And in the process of doing that, I became a representative at the ICCDA for so many years now. I mean, if you look back, we're talking of more than about 10-15 years now. And within those same periods, I have held offices in ICCDA. At the time, I was the first vice chairman of the body itself at the time, and I was there for about 2 years or so. Then tragedy struck. We lost our chairman, Pastor Bisi Odumoboni. That was the pioneer. He was the pioneer chairman. We lost him, and automatically the mantle of leadership fell on me as the first vice chairman. So I took over to finish his reign. His remaining 2 years, I took over and finished the remaining 2 years. And we tried our possible best to keep the communities together, the members of the CDAs together. Then, after then, we have to go on another election. You know, after finishing the 2 years of my former chairman, so I was re-elected again as the next chairman to start at least my tenure, right? And I stood that too. In one word, I have been the chairman in ICCDA for about 6 years, if not more. And we've done so much to keep ICCDA going and to keep the community, to keep the community together, so as to be able to have some other people to hand over for when the time comes. Everything we are doing is been done in the Kabiyesi Palace. In Kabiyesi, I will say, is even the originator of ICCDA. Kabiyesi of Ijimu is the originator of ICCDA, and he's been there, so he's been supportive, because we still use his palace up to this moment for our meetings. Our meetings as secretariat. You understand my point? So at the end of the day, we thank God that we are getting to this level where we have ICCDA as a body that wants to hold the whole community, the whole Idimu land and outside Idimu. We want to bring everybody together. That was why we decided to have this ICCDA. Personally, ICCDA is my baby. It's my baby, because I have been longing for something like this to happen. Even though I was out of the office, because I left the office a few months back, but I was still ready to support the members of, the next chairman, which is Kazim, Alhaji Kazim, Abdul Kazim. Support him, and that's why this issue of the celebration that brought all these things up came up, which I had to really bring in and make sure that we have something that we can celebrate and we can do, that the whole world will know us. So I am still there, and even presently I'm still as the past chairman. I am an ex-official member of the executive, and at the same time doing everything possible to support this executive to a better glory. Because what is important is not what you have done, it is what those who are coming behind you have been able to do. That's what will give you the glory, will give you the happiness that at least your efforts were not in vain. You understand my point? And ICCDA has been a body that has been fighting for the development of Idimu land as a body. I will use an example. All some of our efforts brought in, if you look at the Idimu Ejigbo Road, is part of our effort that brought in that road, and we are using the opportunity to call on the leadership of the country. We are talking about even the state, the country itself. You see, to come to a community like this, we need the presence of the state in this part of the state. We need their presence in Idimu as a community. If you look around, the roads are not there. Even some communities around us have been given more preferences. Go to Egbeda, you will see most of the roads are tarred. Go to Isheri, you see some of them are tarred. But from here, Ikotu, Idimu like this, we are neglected. We are neglected. That is why we want the world to know. We want the government and the world to know that we need their presence here. They need to come, right? They need to come and put something down here. Let us see their hand, like the road I'm standing on. It's been a very, very long road that we've been on the struggle for this road to be tarred. For so many years, the highest thing we had was a grading. And if you look at this road, it's long enough. It's long enough to bring succor, to drivers. Link this place. You are already on Idimu road. From the other end. You go to the other end, you are already there at Liasu Road. People don't need to get to Ikotu. If they are coming from that way, they don't need to get to Ikotu before they get to Arida or all these places. You just pass this road and it's a beautiful link. You don't need to get to Ikotu. Just go there, turn to your left, down. You link what do they call this road? Isheri Iba. That's Iba Road, Lasu Iba Road. It's easy to connect it from here. You don't need to, if you are coming from Ikotu, you don't need to get to Ikotu roundabout before you connect that road. So it's just one of the things we are talking about. If the government really puts acts together and look at us, this is a place where you can get so many things. This community is good enough, is big enough. You won't believe that in this community we don't have any public school. Even this community, even Idimu as a community as a whole, we only have maybe one public school or two. That's what we can talk of. Talk less of communities like this to have one public school. No clinic, talk less of hospital, in this area. These are part of the things we needed, and that was why these are the reasons why we came together. Our coming together is for development, not for anything else. Just to better our communities. It's not political, it's apolitical. Right? It's just for us to have development. It's a non-political organization. I believe with all what we are putting in, God will help us to achieve our aim. And God will continue to move ICCDA forward. And Eko Nibaje, because we are in Lagos. And Lagos will continue to go higher. Nigeria as a whole will be settled. And God will be part of this place. Alimocho as a whole, is for us. And we believe that we'll move forward there. Thank you so much for the opportunity you have given to me to be able to express myself on this. It is well. Thank you so much.